Before we solve a single problem, let's nail down what dynamic programming actually is. Because once these two ideas click, every problem in this series turns out to be the same idea, wearing a different costume. So here's the one-sentence definition. Dynamic programming means breaking a problem into smaller subproblems, solving each subproblem once, storing the answer, and reusing it. If you remember just one thing, remember this slogan. Dynamic programming equals recursion, which tries all the options, plus memory, which means you never redo work. This rests on two pillars. The first pillar is overlapping subproblems. Take the classic Fibonacci recursion. Fib of n is just fib of n minus 1 plus fib of n minus 2. Now watch what happens when we draw the recursion tree for fib of 5. Look closely. The same calls fib of 3, fib of 2 appear again and again. The same small problem is being solved repeatedly from scratch. This is what we call overlapping subproblems, and it is exactly what makes remembering pay off. Here's a sharp contrast. Merge sort also splits a problem in two, but its halves are different every single time. There's no overlap. That's divide and conquer, not dynamic programming. Overlap is the key. The second pillar is optimal substructure. A problem has it when the optimal answer to the whole is built from the optimal answers to its parts. Think of the shortest route from home to your office, passing through a checkpoint. The shortest route overall must use the shortest route to that checkpoint. The optimal whole contains the optimal parts. But be careful. This isn't magic. Consider the longest simple path in a graph where no node repeats. Stitching two longest subpaths together can repeat a node. So it has no clean optimal substructure, and dynamic programming does not directly apply. The property has to actually hold. Let's clear up the confusion early. Versus divide and conquer. Divide and conquer splits a problem into independent, non-overlapping pieces, like merge sort or quick sort. Dynamic programming subproblems overlap, so we cache them. Versus greedy. A greedy algorithm commits to the locally best choice and never looks back. That's only correct when the choice is provably safe. Dynamic programming instead considers all choices and combines them. So it's safe, even when greedy isn't. We'll soon meet a problem, the frog jump, where greedy gives the wrong answer, and dynamic programming is required. So how do you decide, is this a dynamic programming problem? Just ask two questions. 1. Overlapping subproblems? Would a brute force recursion recompute the same thing many times? 2. Optimal substructure? Can I build the full answer from answers to smaller versions? If the answer to both is yes, dynamic programming is the right tool. Carry this mental model forward. Picture dynamic programming as recursion that takes notes. Try every option, that is recursion. But the first time you solve any subproblem, write the answer down and never solve it again. That is the memory. Everything else, tables, space tricks, fancy states, is just engineering on top of these two ideas. Next, we'll run the complete machine, the 4-step method every problem uses, on the simplest dynamic program there is, Fibonacci. See you there.